He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Badger!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll leave it with him. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's the handoff. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the...
It's deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play. Field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. And it's... The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the wideout. And is going to be... Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David.
Touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave. Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, they're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He's got it down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room there to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
For a ranked team goal. Environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fan.
And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinal! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Third and short. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. Going for the big play. Caught at the 25. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Pressure going to his left. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reeves. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse. Joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got... The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass rush.
Quarterback.
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. After run, now throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got through at the 35. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Vols with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 20. Beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got him.
And the quarterback goes down at the 37. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, look out! Pass the tap. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team.
From the 50. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. Touchdown ball! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think One of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead. When you needed it for this team to take the lead.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks. They've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't... Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. They finally corral him.
Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to...
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic and intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB to try to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Now adjusting. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the... Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Touchdown, West Virginia! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Buchanan. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now, it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback checking the play. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football in the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go right back to it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys could step up, and in the huddle, they could make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the double.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.
Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now, here we are. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Texas Longhorns. From EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So off the loss, it's 2nd. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Takes the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Georgia. And they go in front here in the 2nd half.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's that's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Back to throw. It's Daniels. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. And a big... Off the incompletion and sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion of a big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a first set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down. But it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball after the receiver who's in motion. Now, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone, lead in the game like this now in the fourth quarter to give them the lead.
Coming after him. Can't get it away. The defense has got him with a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, out tracks the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 55 yards away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He makes the grab. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. Makes a quick catch. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense with one last chance to win it here, or we're going to overtime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him with a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
No, kick it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have... After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender.
This pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So here we have a challenging 4th down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You get the PAT or go for 2 in the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going 2nd when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here. Send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here comes our first play of overtime. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, it's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down there. Let's see what the call is on this critical third and goal as he tried to punch it in overtime. Look at a throw on third and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over.
So first and goal here. Can they punch it in and win the football game? That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So now it's first down and goal. A great chance to win the game right here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll get him down that time. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Back to pass. It's Daniels. He's got it right near the end zone. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
This try is no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic, and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis.
Going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He's got it, and they convert.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Patriots leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Patriots and the Commanders coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This complete to Pope. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden changes.
The gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Pats first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike,
On the ready. Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, go.
They'll try to run. First down and more. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Ready? Go!
They'll run to the 5-yard line.
Go!
2nd and goal.
Set, go!
They'll stick to the ground. Hard running, close close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-time TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game.
So, it's a win for the Patriots. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They can walk out of here with a well-deserved victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' leader at quarterback. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Falcons and the Lions, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, I mean, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs,
Gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs.
Touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs.
Ready? This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Open man downfield, that's London. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Well, that's a nice one for the stat line. That last grab, his 50th on the season. Go! They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Ready? Hut! He'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike. And that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the...
going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Falcons. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just...
A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just... Shut up!
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He connects with Gray on that one. He's going to have the first down and more. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just...
So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and Bill, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the Titans leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Titans and the Bucs under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season. That is easier said than done, but I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the...
Gotta get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Pickup there of 28 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal, but it fell. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get it inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Titans. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown. Is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's incomplete. So, a win here for the visiting Bucks. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, we say good night, everybody.